Okay.
So you guys are out
Beating
last.
up yeah.
To help me, man. You know, you gotta give some, take some. You guys are
That's
out.
true.
You guys are out.
Yeah, okay.
You guys are out with Lamb of God and Clutch right
Lamb
now.
of God, yeah.
I know it's early.
Clutch?
How's it
I'm
been
sorry?
going? I know it's early in the tour, but how's it been going?
Well, it's not that early. We're about like a third of the way through. Man, it's one of the funnest tours I've ever been on.
Right.
I've been on a lot. I've done this for a little while, and it's been great. Yeah. I would pay to see the show.
Right on. Right on.
You know what I mean? I'd pay top dollar.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a fucking great show.
It is
man.
a great lineup, man.
Fucking killer lineup. Jesus Christ. I don't know if you could get much better than that.
No, I don't think you can, man. It'd be hard pressed to get there.
Hard pressed.
Tell me about the reunion with the 4-piece Deliverance era guys. You know, what's going on, how it came about, the vibe you're getting back into it, man.
Well, Pepper and I have been talking for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years
Right.
about doing this thing again.
Sure.
And
Go right ahead, man. Let me interfere. Just get it back up here, just in case something goes on.
Tell me when you're ready. Because I'm ready.
All right, let's roll with it, man.
All right. Well, so Pepper and I had been talking for a while and about doing this. And you know, it was like one of those kind of things. He was doing down, and we were doing the 3-piece COC, and it finally came to the point where we were like ready to sit down and start doing stuff again.
Right.
Yeah. And somehow Monty Connor he used to be with Roadrunner, and now he's with Nuclear Blast, got wind of it. I don't know how he did. I have no idea. Anyway, so he called me up and he said, "Look, I'm going to sign. Deliverance is one of my favorite albums, COCs, but also one of my favorite albums of the 90s.
Right
So
on.
he was like, ah.
I would agree with that totally.
And he said that he was going to sign us. He was like, I'm going to sign you guys, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay. And so for every month, for about 9 months, he would call, text, and email me and say, hey, what's going on with you and Pepper? You guys, and finally we did. And sure enough, he signed us.
Right on, man.
Yeah, he gave us a great deal.
These guys are on Nuclear Blast USA, and
Yep.
God, they got a bunch of bands on their roster, a bunch of ass bands. You know?
Yeah.
They kind of become one of the heavyweights here, it seems like.
I think so, yeah. I think so.
I was looking at their roster, and I
Yeah.
thought there was 60 or something, and it's probably 50 of them that I knew of, you know.
Yeah.
There's great bands.
It's a good batch.
Uh,
So we're in a good place. Not just because we actually got bigger offers money-wise from other labels, but they were so enthusiastic. You can't put a price on enthusiasm.
no, you can't.
I mean, we had so many people from that label tell us how excited they were about working with us. And you can't put a price on that stuff.
You guys got working on a new album right now?
Yeah.
Did it kind of get put on hold because of this tour?
A little bit, yeah. But I worked with Randy and Neil on a side project called Teenage Time Killers.
Right, yeah.
And they both asked us to go out, and we were like, fucking hey, holy shit, we gotta be doing
with that. Man?
Yeah, I know. So yeah.
Right.
It's great though. I couldn't think of a better assemblage of wonderful people, man. And fucking killer fucking musicians, great bands.
All the way down the line, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Super cool people.
JP, all those guys.
Oh
Jeez,
my
man,
God,
his
yeah.
run is phenomenal too.
Oh
I mean,
my God, yeah.
He's right there.
Yep.
You guys are working with John Custer.
Yeah.
Produced a new album for you guys. Have you started that part of it yet?
Well, a little bit. We've done some recording, like of riffs and stuff. The way.
Scratch tracks and.
Yeah. But we have some kind of weird thing going on right now. I'll tell you this first, because it's kind of off the middle track, right? But there's a song that was. Do you know the show, the Andy Griffith Show?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there was a song on the Andy Griffith Show called "There Is a Time." It was written by the Dillards, who are a bluegrass band.
Right.
Yep. And the Ager Brothers. I don't know if you know who they are. Do you know who the Ager Brothers are?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Okay. They're from North Carolina, and they asked if we would do that song
Really?
with them. So that might be the first thing we do. We might do that, like a bluegrassy version and a heavy version. You know what I mean? Mixture. And maybe we're talking about doing a Thin Lizzy song. You know. So we might do that first, and then record the album later in the year.
I know Pepper's probably got a whole pocket full of shit that you guys are ready to do, huh?
Yeah.
Right on. John has been with you guys forever. He's kind of like part of the family now.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to produce, you know.
Yeah.
And I know that he's been here for a long time. Deliverance is one of my favorite albums. Albatross is probably my all-time favorite song.
I wrote that song. Thank you.
I love it, man. It's just
I appreciate you
I
saying
play
that. That's very
instruments
nice of you.
myself, and I was in a touring band for years, and now I just play for fun and play locally.
Okay.
And that one's the second song on the first set list, so that's just one of the songs we got pulled out.
Ah,
But
be in there tonight.
right on. Have you guys had any pressure? Have you guys had any pressure at all about getting the new album out? Or just
Say what?
Have they given you any pressure at all about getting the new album out, or just let you slide? Jumping on tour with Lamb of God, or do you have a release date yet?
For the new thing?
Yeah.
Well, obviously they want us to do it.
Sure.
But we're kind of in this weird place where we want to make sure the album is, if not one of the best, maybe the best COC albums ever. We don't want to spend. We don't want to. We don't want to be like, what was that? Pink Floyd album that they took forever to do. Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah. So we want to go ahead and get started. You know what I mean?
Well, Metallica takes 6 years to put an
All
album.
right.
There's so many COC songs, and like I said, Albatross and Clean My Blues are two of my favorites of all time.
Well, we have a treat tonight.
Right on, man. Since Pepper's back, do you have some favorite things that you guys are playing again that you didn't play before?
Well, it's funny when we first started getting together and doing this deliverancy kind of stuff. They wanted to do 2 songs from the album I wasn't on, the only album I wasn't on. And I was like, oh, Jesus, I'll learn them. I don't want to do both of them. No, I want to do all the Deliverance album or Wise Blood or.
Right.
And we ended up. I ended up having so much fun playing those songs.
So that's something a little different for you too.
Yeah.
Once you got into it.
Well, and
all
I'm
right.
not trying to brag, but I play them better than I do.
Right on, man. Right on. I hear you.
I know what I'm doing.
That's your.
I'm a fucking badass drummer.
You are a badass drummer.
No, I am. I really am.
That shit.
It's funny. I finally came to terms with it. I just embraced it. I'm a fucking badass.
You have to, man. When you have confidence, instills a better plane than.
It's not. I'm not. Yeah, and I'm not trying to be braggy or whatever.
No, I understand.
But I enjoy what I do.
Oh, yeah, that makes
and
you
I
feel
do it with
like-
conviction. And somehow Monty Connor he used to be with Roadrunner, and now he's with Nuclear Blast. Caught wind of it. I don't know how he did. Yeah. Anyway, so he called me up and he said, "Look, I'm going to sign you." The Deliverance is one of my favorite albums of COC's, but also one of my favorite albums of the '90s.
Right
so
on.
He was like, "Ah."
I would agree with that totally. Actually.
And he said that he was going to sign us. He was like, "I'm going to sign you guys, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so for every month, for about 9 months, he would call, text, and email me and say, "Hey, what's going on with you and Pepper? You guys getting this shit happening?" And finally we did. And sure enough, he signed us.
Right on, man.
Yeah, he gave us a great deal.
You guys are on Nuclear Blast USA, and
Yep.
my God, they got a bunch of bands on their roster, a bunch of badass bands. You know,
Yeah.
They kind of become one of the heavyweights here. It seems like in the
I
last
think
couple
so,
of years,
yeah.
man.
I think so, yeah.
I was looking at their roster. Man, I
Yeah.
think there was 60 or so bands, probably 50 of them that I knew of. You know,
Yeah.
there's great bands.
It's a good batch.
Uh,
So we're in a good place. Not just because we actually got bigger offers money wise from other
Right.
labels, but they were so enthusiastic. And you can't put a price on enthusiasm.
no, you can't.
I mean, we had so many people from that label tell us how excited they were about working with us. And you can't put a price on that
Can't
stuff.
say you blame them there, man. You guys got working on a new album right now?
Yeah.
Did it kind of get put on hold because of this tour with
A
Lamb of
little
God?
bit, yeah, a little bit, yeah. But I worked with Randy and Neil on a side project called Teenage Time Killers.
Right, yeah.
And they both asked us to go out, and we were like, "Fucking A, holy
How
shit,
can
we
we
gotta
say
be
no
new."
to that, man?
Yeah, I know. So we had to
Right
run
on.
with it. It's great though. I couldn't think of a better assemblage of wonderful people, man. And fucking killer fucking musicians, fucking
yeah.
great bands.
All the way down the line, man. It's,
Yeah.
You know,
Super
Buzz
cool
and
people.
JP and all those guys.
Oh
Jesus,
my
man,
God,
his
yeah.
drum is phenomenal too.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, yeah.
He's right there.
Yep.
You guys are working with John Custer.
Yep.
John produced a new album for you guys. Have you started that part of it yet?
Well, a little bit. We've done some recording, like of riffs and stuff. The way.
Scratch tracks. And
Yeah. But we have some kind of weird thing going on right now. Now I'll tell you this first, because it's kind of off the metal track a little bit. But there's a song that was. Do you know the show, the Andy Griffith Show?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, there was a song on the Andy Griffith Show called "There Is a Time." It was written by the Dillards, who are a bluegrass band.
Right.
Yep. And the Avett Brothers. I don't know if you know who they are. Do you know who the Avett Brothers are?
Yeah, I've heard. Yep.
Okay. Anyway, they're from North Carolina, and they asked if we would do that song
Really?
with them. So that might be the first thing we do. We might do
Right on.
that, like a bluegrassy version and a heavy version. You know what I mean? A mixture.
Collaborate.
And maybe we're talking about doing a Thin Lizzy song. So we might do that first, and then record the album later in the year.
I know Pepper's probably got a whole pocket full of shit that you guys are ready to do, huh?
Yeah.
Right on, man. John has been with you guys, geez, forever. He's just kind of like part of the family now, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
As far as your producer goes.
Yeah.
And I know that he's been there for a long time. Deliverance is one of my favorite albums. Albatross is probably my all-time favorite song.
I wrote that song. Thank you.
I love it, man. It's just
I appreciate you singing it.
playing
That's
a few
very
bands
nice of you.
myself, and I was in a touring band for years, and now I just play for fun and play locally.
Okay.
And that one's on the second song on the first set list, so that's just one of the songs we got to pull out.
Ah.
But
It'll be in there tonight.
right on. Have you guys had any pressure? Have you guys had any pressure at all about getting a new album out? I just let
Say what?
Have they given you any pressure at all about getting a new album out, or they just letting you slide since you jumped on tour with Lamb of God, or do you have a release date yet?
For the new thing?
Yeah.
Well, obviously they want us to do it.
Sure.
But we're kind of in this weird place where we want to make sure the album is, if not one of the best, maybe the best COC albums ever.
Right.
But we don't want to spend, we don't want to dilly dally. We don't want to. What was that? Pink Floyd album that they took forever to do. Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah.
Shit like that.
We don't want to do that. So we want to go ahead and get started. You know what I mean?
Pull on Metallica and take 6 years to put an album
Right.
out.
Exactly.
You know, there's so many COC songs, and like I said, Albatross and Clean My Wounds are two of my favorites of all time.
Well, you can have a treat tonight.
Right on, man. Since Pepper's back, do you have some favorite tunes that you guys are playing again that you didn't play before?
Well, it's funny when we first started getting together and doing this deliverance-y kind of stuff. They wanted to do 2 songs from the album I wasn't on, the only album I wasn't on, and I was like, oh Jesus, I'll learn them. I don't want to do both of them. No, 'cause I want to do all the Deliverance album or Wise Blood or.
Right on.
And we ended up. I ended up having so much fun playing those songs. Both of them. So
There's something a little different for you too.
Yeah.
Once you got into it.
Wow,
Man,
and
man, you're all
I'm
right.
not trying to brag, but I play them better than that dude.
Right on, man. Right on. I hear you.
I know what I'm doing.
That's your.
I'm a fucking badass drummer.
You are a badass drummer.
No, I am. I
There's no
really
denying
am.
that shit,
It's
man.
funny. I finally came to terms with it. I just embraced it. I'm a fucking badass.
You have to, man. When you have confidence, it's just
Yeah.
even better playing than.
It's
than
not. I'm not.
before.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be braggy or whatever.
No, I understand.
But I enjoy what I do.
Oh, yeah, that makes
And
you
I
feel
do it with
like-
conviction. Like if you watch me play, I'm like, ah.
I'll be watching you pretty damn
All
close,
right.
that's for sure. Is the crowd response any different today than say it was back in the day? Do you know any crowd? Has it changed much?
Well, people have changed. Like we've all,
Sure.
changed. So, in terms of that, yeah. But yeah, when we first started out, we were like a punk band.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, I guess it's changed. And then we're a thrash band, and then but so in terms of folks, there's a lot of folks on this tour that have never seen us before and are freaking out. Like, oh my God, that band is great.
Right.
Yeah.
My wife was even like, so you got an interview with Corrosion of Conformity? I said, yeah. She said, well, I've heard Clutch. And she said, oh my God, it's pretty good. I said, so what are you saying? You haven't heard Corrosion of Conformity? Because they've been one of my favorite bands since like 1990. She said, I don't think I have. So all day yesterday, that was all that was on.
Albatross.
No, everything you
Clean My
guys
Wounds.
had.
Everything.
Everything from the second album.
Oh,
all the way up,
Lord,
yeah,
here we go.
All the way up to 9.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, that's
I
a good
just
thing.
played everything.
That's a good thing, man. I appreciate it.
She said, I really like these guys. Am I going to get to go to this show? And I said, you can go if you want to, I guess. I'll make that happen. So you'll have a new fan tonight going in.
All right,
for sure.
That sounds good to me.
With the new album and Pepper's back, because I know you sing a little too. Are you guys going to share any of the vocals? Or is Pepper going to be?
No, I don't think so. I think I like singing a lot, but I would rather. I think folks would rather just hear Pepper.
Right.
But you never know. Maybe.
Yeah. Get in the studio.
You never know.
John might come back saying,
Yeah.
why don't you give Reed a chance on this one here and see what happens?
Say what?
So that John might come in the studio and say, why don't you give Reed a chance on this one and see what happens?
Oh yeah.
You just never know,
Yeah.
as far as producers go. Let's talk about you a little bit. Who are your starting influences? Your main? Is there any?
Drumming wise?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I guess like a lot of kids that are into metal kind of stuff, Bill Ward,
Definitely.
one drummer I really didn't appreciate till later was John Bonham. But I was always a Ian Pace fan. And then punk-wise, when we started doing that punk stuff, it was going from metal to punk. I love the first drummer for Iron Maiden, Clive
Right
Burr.
on, hell yes.
And actually, that's why I bought the drum kit I'm playing tonight. I bought in 1983.
Damn.
Yeah, and I bought it because I liked Clive Burr so much.
Right, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And
tell us about that setup a little bit.
yeah, so I bought every single damn drum there was in the whole lineup. It's like an 11-piece kit. You know, I was playing in a punk rock band. So if you're playing in a punk rock band, you're playing a fucking bunch of dives.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I do.
So, so that didn't work well so I had to trim down a little bit, but and I like Chuck Biscuits, George Hurley from the Minutemen.
Right on.
How
Yeah,
about
some
yourself?
great influences. Man, I play bass.
Oh,
So my main influences, like you said, Steve Harris, Victor Wooten. Yeah, some of them older guys are just phenomenal that I can't even hardly keep up with. You know, I try, but
one of the
out there and-
funnest tours we ever did. We it was in the Blind era, so it was 91, I think, and it was us and Testament and Iron Maiden.
Right on.
The Fear of the Dark tour.
Yeah.
So they were kind of like a little bit, you know what I mean? Because it was more like grunge was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they were super nice to us. They were really cool guys, particularly Steve. But I'll tell you a good story about the very last show we played in Nashville, and we did we used to do a cover of a MC5 song.
Right on.
And Wayne Kramer from the MC5 was living in Nashville at the time and came to the show and played with us.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, it was great. It was so much fun. Yay. So we played the show and we're like, yeah, it was the last show of the Iron Maiden tour. Yay. We had a fucking killer time. And it was summertime, so we had tents. And so we're all celebrating in our tent. Yay, that was fun, yay. And all of a sudden, Nico McBrain comes in, and at that time, all my cymbals were all janked up. They're all cracked and all like fucked up, looking. I didn't have any money. You know what I mean? So he comes in, walking like this. And I'm like, well, Nico, what's going on? Hey. And he says, Mike, you're a great drummer, but you need new cymbals. And he gave me 13 brand new Paiste cymbals.
Wow.
True story.
I don't even know if I'd have to use them. But I don't know how long I'd have to use them. I have to put some of them back for the collection, you know.
Yeah, true story. Mike, you're a great drummer, but you need new cymbals. He was walking like this because they were so heavy.
Oh, yes.
And set him down right there.
And he hooked you up on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I just came from an interview with JP from Clutch. Man, that guy's a great drummer too.
Oh my God, he's one of the
Have
best
you-
in
have
the
you-
world.
Have you been hanging out with him and
Oh yeah.
trading chops and everything while you guys are out on the road?
Yeah, I'll show you something.
Oh yeah, you know, I'd be out there in a minute. After I
No
got that
shit,
fixed.
right?
Let's go right now. I'll meet you out there in 5. Dragging everything I had out there with me. Somebody give me a key to the trailer.
All right.
So yeah, it's been great being out with those guys, haven't it?
Oh my God, yeah.
He's quite the eclectic drummer, and
Well, brilliant.
just fantastic.
One of the best in the world, I think, rock drummers.
He is. He's very versatile as being able to play jazz and just across the board.
You can't put a price on what he knows. Man, he studies his craft. He's always doing it.
He told me he had 3 sets. And he has 3 sets with him. One that they set up in the trailer or the warm-up room. He said he had an hour before every
Yeah,
he's in there.
yeah.
And he said, not exactly just warm it up, just I might get something clicking in my
Yeah.
head and then go with it. And he said,
Yeah.
that's just how it works.
That's what he does.
He's a real nice guy.
He's a sweetheart, yeah.
Any standout?
I think that's one of the greatest things about being and being fortunate and blessed to do what we do is meet people like JP and all the Clutch guys, Lamb of God guys,
Oh yeah,
and because you get to meet a lot of really fucking wonderful people.
you do, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, and then forge good relationships with them. And
Yeah, the first time I was out on tour, I was, you know how it goes. You're a real scared kid, 19, 20 years old.
yeah,
You get on a bill with somebody that you know has been around, and you're thinking, oh, these guys are gonna just romp us into the ground, you know. But that's not how it works, man. They take us under
it's
their wing,
not.
and
We're all on the same page, man.
it was a fantastic time. I love touring. So tell me a little bit what goes on in the life of Reed
What's that?
Mullen. Tell me a little bit what goes on in the life of Reed Mullen outside of the band, when in your off time.
Well, I guess I told you I did that side project with Neil and Randy
Right.
and Corey Taylor and Jello Biafra and Leaving and like 30 other people. So I'm gonna do another one of those albums, Teenage Time Killer albums, Dave Grohl's place. When I was a kid, I had a indie label called No Core, and I put Dave Grohl's first band's album out. He was in a band called Dane Bramage,
Oh yeah.
and since then he's been super nice to me and let me do recording in the studio. So I'll probably do another one of those at his
Right
studio.
on. Yeah, he's a great guy too. I've met him a few times. Just an excellent down to earth
Yeah,
guy.
he's
and straight shooter. You know, he's
yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can meet a nicer guy than Dave Grohl.
no, you're right. He's always smiling and always
Always smiling.
always chewing a piece of gum.
That's always chewing his gum.
But
He and I are cut from the same cloth, I think.
right on, right on.
Yeah, we just smile.
And
Every day's an extra day, man.
right on.
If you don't look at it
It
that way.
is. You're right, man. You got to live it up as you're going.
Yep.
I won't keep you too much longer. I know you guys are getting ready to do sound check out there and everything.
All right.
I'll be sticking around to hear that, by the way.
Oh, okay.
What can we expect from the show tonight? Any surprises? Any new music? You gonna?
Crushing, mind-blowing, the best music you've ever heard in your life.
Right on. I expect it. I sure appreciate your time, man.
Hey, man, you got it.
And I'll let you get out of here and get to work.
Oh, wow.